Welcome to this tutorial. In this task, we will cover the process of exporting a fabrication package from Tekla structures. As the process involves accessing the modeling software and the model itself, it will not be possible to follow along with this task. However, it can be used as a reference guide when you begin to export your own jobs. When issuing a fabrication package from the modeling software to Tekla PowerFab, it can be for the entire job, a particular sequence, or a handful of selected assemblies, and should be done in line with how you typically issue for fabrication. However, it's important to understand that when issuing a particular drawing or assembly, the full quantity will be exported, even if only a partial quantity is selected when making the export. For example, if drawing B1000 has a total quantity of 10, but during the export, you only select 6, the fabrication package will include all 10 instances regardless. It is also important to note that the assembly drawings must have been created prior to issuing the fabrication package. Any parts selected in the model that do not have a fabrication drawing will not be included in the fabrication package. There are several file formats that PowerFab Office supports when importing a fabrication package. However, the XML is significantly more comprehensive, and as such should be considered best practice. In Tekla structures, ensure the Select Objects in Components selection option is enabled. In the model, select the objects that you wish to include in the fabrication package. In the Drawings and Reports ribbon, click Document Manager to open the Document Manager window. In the navigation pane, select All Drawings and click the Select and Show Only Drawings Containing Parts currently selected in the Model button. In Tekla Structures version 2021 and later, in the menu, select Export Tekla PowerFab to open the Export Tekla PowerFab window. Alternatively, in Tekla Structures version 2020 and earlier, select the Application and Components menu and click the Tekla EPM plugin to open the Export Tekla EPM window. If selected, deselect the Auto-Generate File Name checkbox, and in the File Type list, select Zip. In the Tekla PowerFab File Name field, type J21-008 _sequence 1 fab.zip, or an appropriate alternative. In the Export Assembly Drawings list, select Selected from Drawing List. This is because we have pre-selected the drawings within the Document Manager window. However, Selected from Model would export the selected objects, and all would select the entire model, regardless of any selection. Select the Include BOM checkbox to include the production bill of materials in the export. When creating the fabrication package, we can also select to include the physical assembly, part, general arrangement, and multi-drawings. In order to do this, the drawings must be printed, typically to PDF, prior to the export being made. Select the Include Single Part Drawings checkbox. Select the Include General Arrangement Drawings checkbox. In this example, we will not select the Include Bolts, Nuts, Washers checkbox. However, this can be used to include all the bolts, nuts, and washers associated with the selected objects in the production bill of materials. Likewise, we will not select any of the UDA checkboxes, but this can be used to include user-defined attribute data in the production bill of materials. In the Drawing Files area, select the Use Drawing Files from Folder option. Click the Browse button and set the file paths for each of the selected drawing types, in this case, Assembly, Single Part, and GA Drawing subfolders. Whilst it is not mandatory, it is recommended to include the NC files in the fabrication package, as there are a number of workflows in PowerFab Office that rely upon them. In the CNC Files area, select the Use CNC Files from Folder option. Click the Browse button to set the file location of the NC files. Click the Export to Tekla PowerFab button to begin the export process. As part of the export, there are multiple validation checks to ensure the fabrication package is as complete and up-to-date as possible. If a potential validation issue is identified, the import will be temporarily paused and a message box will appear to advise you of the potential issue. You should review each message and decide how to proceed. The most common validation issues are: no CNC files found. This message means that an NC file for one or more parts cannot be found in the specified folder. The part numbers are listed in the log area. No drawing files found. This time, a drawing file for one or more assembly or parts cannot be found in the specified folder. The part numbers are listed in the log area. Out-of-date drawings. Here, one or more drawings is out of date. Such drawings will not be included in the export. Numbering not up to date. In the case of this issue, the export has detected that the numbering may be out of date. If you are confident that the numbering is up to date, often running the Repair Model tool can resolve this. Once the export is finished, the log will display Export Completed, and a Windows Explorer window will open showing the exported fabrication package as a zip file. The zip file can be opened to view its contents, which includes the bill of materials in XML format, the PDF drawings organized by type, and the NC files. Now you know how to export a fabrication package from a model.